Let's see, last time I was reading some things that pertain to what I was talking about, but while I was looking for those quotes, there were other ones I ran across that I thought were worth repeating, so I want to read a few of those things just as a way of beginning in the hope that they may stimulate some discussion. The most misunderstood aspect of the unfolding of unitive awareness is that somehow it results in self-improvement. To the contrary, the entire thrust of spiritual awakening is towards self-erasure. That is why your mind cannot admit to your true identity. To encounter the true you, remove the self-limitations from your mind. Consider, if you will, how much of our energy is continually absorbed in attempting to delay or resist death. But death is itself nature's final reminder that we must, from moment to moment, let go. The human mind can manufacture justification for any form of irrational behavior at a whim. But when the sanctity of self-image is at stake, the demand for a rational explanation is ceaseless. The mind says if you are influenced by another person's example, there is a risk that you will be misled. And the mind is correct to that extent. What the mind does not admit is that if you are continually influenced by others, in every conventional aspect of your daily behavior, year in and year out, and you are misled. The truth of life and death is to be found everywhere, and no one has to be led to it. Who awaits a leader to blaze the trail is not seriously intent on the journey of truth. The question which pretends to probe is often merely an attempt to delay an unequivocal response to truth. There is no guidance to the core of your true self, save for your own. The gravest error to be made by the seeker of freedom from limitation is to assume that this ending of self-image is a poetic metaphor or a theory, which bespeaks ideal terms, but is not actual in practice. Were you to die physically, there would be a radical change in the course of your history. To die to the image of the self while alive, the me that flourishes as this particular person, is to unbind this personage for the liberating change in the course of its life. Striking iron against flintstone does not produce a theory or a symbol. The flame that results can both warm and burn. Recorded history alone goes back something like 8,000 years. During that period of time, some 3 billion days, there has evidently never been a day when there wasn't strife and turmoil in some part, if not all, of the world. Societies, however large or small, are nothing more than a group of individuals. How is there ever to be peace, harmony within societies or among societies while conflict rages within the individual? Peace has the definition of freedom from threat of war or disorder, or freedom from quarrels and disturbance. And it also has this definition: an undisturbed state of mind, absence of mental conflict, serenity. Where do you have the most capacity to make a change? In the unabated world of conflict, or in your own internal conflict? I also got a letter from someone who made a paragraph of comment that I thought worth reading. When I'm not working, playing music, or taking care of family business, I still try to promote and support exploratory dialogue groups in the hopes that we'll make at least some small dent in the fragmented and divided state of humanity. To my observation, the upcoming years are going to be some rather challenging ones, and I don't see this challenge being met adequately by a population which is stuck bickering over every slight ideological variation in our abstract beliefs. We all live together on one small yet amazing planet. It's high time we started living up to our human capacities. End of rant. That's the end of my rant.
awful lot of material there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You take any one of those little cards and send us off for a week
Yes.
talking about it.
What struck you as most relevant?